Hey everyone, it's Selena here. So I apologize for the delay. I was supposed to post this tutorial weeks ago, and I did record it, but had too much background noise from a certain little one, and I just decided to record it again and completely forgot. So someone on my Facebook group asked about it, and it completely, I just completely forgot about it. So here I am doing this. I'm so sorry it's so late, but we still have a week before Easter, so hopefully you can get this done onto a basket or a shirt or something for Easter. The example that I'm using is in reference to a picture that someone posted on Facebook. So this is the reason why I chose this look. And I used images from the subscription and design space. To get this look, I did use those images because the example that was posted had a shadow layer behind it, and most of your images that you find on Design Space will have a shadow layer, but you're more than welcome to use your own image or download it from Google or somewhere else. But you can really do this with any image. It doesn't have to be a bunny. The purpose of the video is just to show you how to get a monogrammed image onto another image, and then use iron-on vinyl, because that was the example in the picture. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Design Space to pull these images, and what I did was I used several images and kind of made my own bunny, just so that I can get the same look of the one in the picture. So I just typed up bunny in here, and I'm going to filter it by using the subscription. So I know that I used two bunnies. I used one of these. I'll just pull both of those. And then I also used this one because I like the big feet. Alright, and then I also pulled a bow, because the bunny that was in the picture had the bow. So it looks like I used this image here. So we'll get rid. Oh, you know what? This one has a bow. I can use the bow off of that one. So we'll keep this one. And let's make this one bigger. I'm going to ungroup this, and I'm going to get rid of all of this inside. Alright, so here's that shadow layer, so I'm going to unhide that because I do need that right behind it. And we could change that to purple. Oh, wrong one. Let's go back. Change this one to purple. Alright, so for the face, I just took some of the features from this bunny. Actually, well, the nose and the mouth is what I used. So we're going to hide contour, and we're just going to get rid of all these little pieces here. So there's the nose. And then let's take the mouth. Now the mouth here, you can see there's really not a piece. It was just showing through. So same thing, just use hide contour. And you're going to get rid of everything but the mouth. The thing here is that this has so many little cut lines, and these little cut lines are just guides to show you, once you're layering your project together, where to put those pieces. But I need to get rid of those. So let's click out of it so I can see see, I need to get rid of all these. So instead of me clicking on every single one, I'm just going to pull in another shape, like a rectangle or a square, circle, and I'm going to just slice those off. Those lines are just so little that it takes a little time to just click on each one of those and get them taken off. So I'm just selecting the two, and I put that rectangle right on top of those two little lines there. And you know what? It actually took all away. So Even better. Alright, so let's take that little mouth and I'm going to change it to black and place it right there. Alright, and you can see that this image too, it has all these little lines. So I'll do the same thing for that. The only thing is, let's see. I'm going to hide contour. See how you have to, that's just too much time. You know what, let's see if, get to that in a minute. I don't remember if I actually clicked on all those little lines or if I did something different, but when I get to that point. Alright, I picked the wrong image. I completely forgot that they had these little lines. So hopefully the image you choose doesn't have that, or you can go through and click on those just to get rid of them. Alright, for the little eyes, you can take them from somewhere. Oh, I know what I did. I just inserted a circle and I just made my own little eyes. I'm going to duplicate that and then move it over. The bunny in the picture had like more of an oval eye, that's why I stretched him out like that. Alright, what else? Okay, so we need a bow. So we're going to take this bow and hide contour. There's a bow. Just rotate it a little bit and move it here. Alright, what else? Okay, now there's your bunny, but now we need the monogrammed part. So what you can do, there's some apps that you can get either through your iPhone or through the App Store, whether it's Android or Apple. And then you can also go to a website which is called monogram. And this is just a website like to order personalized items. But on here they have, if you scroll to the very bottom, let's see, where is it? Monogram Maker. So here they have several layouts of different monograms, and this is the one that I'm looking for. So I'm going to put my initials and click on this one. And so here I actually put my first, middle, and last, and it automatically knows to put the last in the middle. And what I do is I take a screenshot of that. So I use my snipping tool and I just take a little picture of that, and it saves as a JPEG, which I already have it, so I'm not going to save it. And then you just use basic upload that image in, and then delete the, well, let's go ahead and do it. Let's cancel this. Let's upload image, and you would use basic upload. Let's browse for that. Let's see if I can remember where I saved it. Okay, I'm not going to look for that one, but here's another one. Alright, so you see there's a white background. So I'm going to choose Simple Image, and then use my Select and Erase tool and click right outside of that, and then inside that R. Just get rid of those white areas. Click down here on Preview so you can see what your cut will look like, and that looks perfect. Continue to the next step, and I'm going to uncheck the Preserve the image for printing, because we're not going to be printing that, we're just going to be cutting it. So there are your red cut marks. Click on Save. Alright, take that image and insert it into our mat. And you can place it right there. This one you can see it's more of an oval shape. What I did was I just unlocked it and kind of stretched it out just a little, just to kind of make it the shape of the belly, or whatever shape that you're working with. I wanted it to look more that it fit in well with the shape that it's going to be in within. And so that's why it looks like that. Now, with working with iron-on vinyl, the picture example, let's see if I can go back to it so I can see if I can. Okay, this is the example. From what I can tell, what it looks like to me, it kind of looks like, I don't know, they might have placed that bow on top, or they might have had this pink part cut the way it did so that the purple can show through. That's one way they possibly did it. Same thing from here. They possibly could have had this pink part cut that so that the back layer is showing through. So I'll show you how to do that too, if you wanted to save on iron-on vinyl. So what I would do is I would take this image here and then hold your control key down and also choose the pink layered bunny, which is right here. So you can see this one's highlighted and so is my monogram. And I'm going to choose, okay, the reason why my slice button isn't coming up is because I have all these little lines here. Let's see if we can get, let's actually do the example with this one, since this one's already cleaned up. Alright, so I'm going to take this, also select the pink layer, and there's my slice. I'm going to slice that through. So I'm going to move that over. I'm going to move this back. Move back, move back. What? There we go. Move backward. Alright, so let's take there we go. Alright, so what that means here is that you're not going to have, you'll iron on this purple layer, then the pink layer, so that purple will show through. So you don't have to cut another piece of this to layer it on top. And then you can layer other layers. Let's go back to that picture. This bow here, we can do the same thing for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot this over, and I'm going to use this one and use it twice. So I'm going to duplicate it, and then I'm going to take this image, take the purple image. So what I'm doing is holding my shift key, or you can use your control key, so you have those two highlighted, and I'm going to choose weld. Okay, so it welded that little piece right there. Now take this bunny back, bring it to the front, place it where it needs to go. Then I'm going to take this image and bring it to the front, place this where it needs to go, line it up with that purple one that you just welded right there. Alright, now it's in place. I'm going to select the bow and select the bunny, and I'm going to slice it. Alright, so we'll remove these pieces, and then you can see that that bow is there. So it's kind of just saving you extra steps when it comes to, cutting out more iron on. Let's move all of this to the back so you can see the little features and bring that nose back. Okay, I hope this helped you. Hopefully you can create something similar for the Easter holiday. If you do, please post some pictures so that I can see. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below or shoot me an email or reach out to me on Facebook. All right, thanks. I hope y'all have a great day.